Hello guys, welcome to Information Tool Software. I'm Howen, and today I'm glad to guide you through the whole machine backup and recovery process via the i2Backup platform. In this lesson, I prepared the backup server 74 and the recovery server 76. Well, both servers need to install the DR node and create the specific username as well as a password for further registration. In this case, I already did that, so let's just switch to the i2Backup platform. Let's click the resource, the DR backup resource, and the node. After you register the node here, you need to assign the necessary role FFO CDM home machine client. Alright, we need to do the same thing to the recovery server. Also assign the FFO CDM home machine client. And don't forget to prepare the storage unit. If you have the adapter to prepare the storage unit, please feel free to review the previous video storage unit creation instruction. Alright, let's click the backup, restore, full server, backup rule. Click new to create the new backup rule. We name it as home machine backup. And select the role type as a home machine, then click next. In client section, it will pop up all the node already assigned the FFO role automatically, and this time we need to pick one as a backup server, and of course it should be the 74. Click confirm. The backup target is a storage unit should store the backup set created by the backup role, and let's select the only TCP or IP as a transmission link. Click next. In this section, we need to select the specific disk need to do the backup, and this time I select the SDA is a system disk, and let's confirm it. Here, we can create one full backup plan and several incremental plans. Click new to configure each of them, and in the basic settings, you can select the backup type as a full backup or the incremental backup. And I just create the full backup first. The retention level represents the time period for keeping backup data in the storage unit. The default is 1 week, but you can of course customize it. And let's switch to the time window. The time window page, the backup time window represents the time range during which backup role can run. Default is 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And the start time window refers to the time range during which the backup time can trigger the backup task, also default to the full week. And of course, you can just select your own time period here and confirm it. And also customize your start time window. Alright, for the execution plan, there are several plans types to choose, from the instant ones to the monthly. Well, generally, the daily, weekly, or monthly for the full plans and the short-term type for the incremental plans. This depends on your backup strategy. And if you select the ones, that means this backup plan only execute by once time, and you can choose a specific time to initialize the backup rule. And this time, I just select instance. That means once you submit the backup rule, it will execute immediately. Let's confirm it. Then let's click next. Well, regarding the advanced page, you can just leave the rest of setting as the default unless you have the specific requirement regarding the compression or encryption or the bandwidth. That depends on your strategy. But this time, because I don't have any of that, so I just check the configuration above, then click confirm. Alright, the initial status should be the scheduling. We can just check the status of the backup role on the dashboard backup task. We also can click task details to check is there any error or failure occur. You can also check the progress of the backup process. After it finished, you can click the task result. It will show the result of the role is successful or the failed. Alright, let's just keep waiting until the status becomes finished. Well, once the status becomes finished, we can go back to the backup restore, the backup set manage. There we can find all the backup set created by the backup role we created just now. And this time, the first one should be the backup set we need to do the recovery process. So there is a restore button, let's click it. It will create the recovery rule automatically. We just name it as recovery. And click next. Similar to the process of creating the backup rule, after we name the recovery rule, we can select the backup set we want to recover. Well, of course, it already appears automatically, so let's just click next. In this section, we can select the target client to do the data recovery, and it should be the recovery server 76. And there is a target block device. We can select the specific device, such as a disk, to store the data from the backup set. Let's edit it and confirm it. Well, it's a similar page as the advanced configuration in the backup role. If you don't have the requirement regarding compression or encryption, we can also click next. Confirm the configuration above and submit the role. Alright, like the previous content we mentioned, you can also check the status and any other details regarding the operation progress. Then let's keep waiting until the progress becomes 100%. Alright, since the state has become finished, we can go back to the recovery server and check or block. We do the recovery operation on the SDB, and then it already appears 50 GB data from the backup server. So great job, guys. We have completed the entire process of creating the whole machine backup rule and recovery rule. I hope you find this valuable and have a nice day. Goodbye.